Hi guys, it's Helen from Slim and Stylish and I'm coming to you today with a completely different project. I'm quite excited about this one. It is a Christmas project and it is in July, but this is my first video hop that I'm taking part in. So my upline at Stamping Up is Pootlers.co.uk, a lovely lady called Sam, and she's introduced me to her Pootlers team and we are doing a video hop together. So we are all going to be using the same stamp set, which is this Carols at Christmas stamp set here. And we've all got a project to make doing it of our own choice. And everybody who has participated in this description will be below in my little box on YouTube, so that you can watch this and then you can click onto one of their videos and see what they did with the stamp set, and it will go through all of the Pootlers. So please do check out all the lovely things they've made. But for you today, I have made a little bag. This bag is holding all of my cards in. So I make my cards on A5 paper split in half. So these are all A6 cards. I'm not showing you the designs that's on them because these are coming to you in a video this week. So I want to kind of keep those secret, but they all slit or slot into that little bag, which I'm sure will be handy when everybody's making their Christmas cards this year, so you've got somewhere to keep them. There are 14 of them in this bag currently, so there is probably room for a good 20 cards, I'd say, in there, or keep it at 14 and put the envelopes in, that sort of thing. But that's the card set I made, the bag I've made and chose to use with this stamp set. I have used this stamp here and I'm just going to show you how to do it quickly. It's quite a simple design. I am using the Be Merry Designer Series paper. When you're selecting the paper from it, you want to make sure that the design on it isn't structured, because you will be folding it over like that to make your bag, and you don't want your back of your bag to have upside down Christmas trees. So if you choose a piece of paper that is just a random pattern, let's say that, so I've chose this one, bells and the ornaments. On the other side it has the Christmas trees, but I'm not using that because I've already got one that's mainly green. I want a little bit of cherry cobbler coming in with it this time. You want it 6 inches by 12 inches. So if I just get my scoring tool, and on your Simply Scored you want to score on the shorter 6 inches side at 7/8 and 5 1/8. Flip it so it's on the long side and you want to score it at 5.5 inches and 6.5 inches. I will include the measurements in centimetres just in case anyone needs them on my blog, so do have a look over there. Right, I'm just going to flip this now and score it so the pattern that I want on the outside comes onto the top. Score them all in. With only 4 score lines, this is quite a simple project to make. Okay. I'm not sure where's best for you to see my score lines. It's probably on that bit, but I'll explain it to you as we go. The little square in the middle here, you want to cut straight on both sides of it so that you've got a flap like that. And then just notch into the flap slightly just to give you a bit of wiggle room. I watch some people's videos and they don't give themselves wiggle room and they're perfect. I'm not. I can't stick it right first time, so I just prefer to have a little bit of manoeuvrability. So there we go. Just a little notch out of each side. You want to use fuse really to adhere this, just because you're going to be playing and manipulating it to get your cards in. It's going to stick better if you use your fuse. So if you turn it to the side that you want on the inside and fold both of your flaps in like that, stick a bit of fuse on both flaps. Okay. And then I'm trying to do this so that my fingers and thumbs don't get in your way. I did a series of videos, back-to-back videos, if you haven't seen them yet. When I first became a Stamping Up demonstrator, there was 7 one after the other, and I realised afterwards that I was all fingers and thumbs and my hands were in the way for some of the videos, so I do apologise. I'm trying to remember to keep them out of the way. So picked up my snail, using your fuse again, just slightly up, right, just put a strip down on there, okay, and down on that side, oh, there we go. Remember to pull your fuse away at quite a little bit of speed at an angle, and then it saves it doing what it's just done with me and scagging. That's what I mean about my manoeuvrability. So if you just put that straight along there and seal it up. Same with this side. Straight along the bottom at the crease. Try not to stick it to your adhesive beforehand like I've just done. Like that. And then just stick that up. And there, quite simply, is your bag. So I'm going to come in now with my handheld punch for the holes at the top. It was quite simple on this one because I could count how many squares I was across to make sure I was in the right place each time. So I'm just going to be doing this a little bit guessworky. I'm going to go for the bauble there, and I think I'm going to go for that spot there. Just guessing it by how I'm looking at it. Actually, you can measure it if you want, but there we go. Pretty much, I think. Right, I've got this gorgeous cherry cobbler ribbon here. I like this. It's got kisses on the one side and train tracks on the other side, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And I like that when you thread it through, you normally get one on one and one on the other, and I just think that's beautiful. So to do that, I'm just going to cut 2 strips, I guess, to make where I want my handles to be, and add about 2 inches on for my handles, because I can't tie knots very well when they're inside a bag. I'm okay on the outside, but on the inside I'm just not. So I'm going to cut both these handles the same size, just to hope. Okay, I'm going to use my scorer tool. For the other one, spent ages and ages on the handles doing them because I insisted on trying to use my paper piercer, and it kept going straight through the ribbon and not taking it through the gap. So if you're trying to do that, just make sure you have your scoring tool handy and use that. So you just want to put a little knot in the end of the ribbon. Try and keep it as close to the end as possible because you really want this gorgeous ribbon on show and not hidden in a knot inside the bag. Okay. Push that bit through. And then again, just tie a knot. And the end of that there, so you've got your handle. Turn it over and put the other handle on. There's one. There's the other one. That is much quicker. I did try to film doing this one, and if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm limited to 15 minutes for an upload, so you know that I keep getting very rushed towards the end, thinking I'm getting close to it. Well, I spent almost the whole 15 minutes trying to put the ribbon on using my paper piercer, so that's why I started again. Oh, that's pretty much like that. That's pretty much level. So now I'm going to look at the sides, and where that fold is there, that's the back. The fold is always at the back. So I'm going to lie it flat. I'm going to get my pieces of paper. I've already got some cut out. Now where did I put them? Here they are. It is 3 1/4 inches, 3 1/4 inch by 2.5. Yeah, 3 1/4 inch by 2.5 inches. And I'm just putting that onto a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock that is 1/4 inch bigger each side. Well, overall, so that it's 1/8 inch bigger each side, if you see what I mean. To stamp, I'm going to be using this Decks of Hall stamp here. So there we go, let's get that inked up. And to get this straight on the card, I'm going to be putting my head a little bit over you because I really want to make sure it's straight before I put it on. There we go. I'm being fussy, but I don't really like stamps that aren't straight, and that's not straight either. Let's turn it over. Right, I'm going to move it a bit down now, just so that I can get it in a better position like that. I've really done that before I make a mess. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the little holly from the stamp set. So this little one up here. I've already got it mounted. And I'm going to be using my Stampin' Right markers. So I'm going to come in with the Stampin' Right marker in Cherry Cobbler. And in Garden Green, and I'm just going to do the leaves. And I'm just going to put that on so it runs into the edge of the D at the top there. And that's all my stamping done. I'm going to come in with my snail straight over the wrongly stamped Decks of Halls and just mount that onto the Cherry Cobbler. So because I made a mess up of the measurements earlier, this is 3 1/4 inches and this is 2.5. So this is 3 3/8 inch, and yeah, that's right, 3 3/8 inch and 2 5/8 inch for the red. Okay. So before I stick that on, I'm just going to, where's my paper piercer, put a couple of dimensionals into the corner just to give it some glitz. Not dimensionals, diamantes. I knew what I was on about. I bet no one else did. Right. And now I'm going to come in with the dimensionals. And I'm going to pop these on. I love playing with these because I like trying to make a little pattern. Peel those off. I wonder what the other girls have done with this. I'll be so intrigued just sitting watching all of their videos when they're released. Yeah, line those up and put that on. And there's my other bag. You could use it for treats if you wanted to, but really it just fits. I don't want to really show you the cards I've made. I'm going to end up showing you which DSP I've used anyway, because you can't not see it on these cards because I haven't put them all upside down. But they just slot into there like that. You don't really need a finger hole at the top to get them out because the cards are 1/2 inch already higher. But if you wanted to, you could put a circle punch in there. So there we go. There's my project using the Carols of Christmas stamp set. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to check out the other Pootlers video hops because I'm sure they've got some gorgeous projects in them too. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and all of the details will be over on my Facebook. Do follow me there. Thank you.